Operation Barbarossa was the code name for the German invasion of the Soviet Union. Adolf Hitler's plans for Nazi Germany to invade the Soviet Union were declared as early as 1925 in his manifesto, Mein Kampf. His motives to this invasion were ideological, racial, strategic, and economic. When World War II broke out, he saw it as an opportunity of governing Europe and possibly the entire world. He wrote in his plans that the Soviet Union were non-Aryan and also stated that all Slavs were to be killed, deported, or enslaved. The land was to be repopulated with German people, with the Slavs of Russia as their slaves. On the 3rd of August 1939, Germany and the Soviet Union signed a non-aggression pact. Both countries agreed to take no military action against each other for 10 years, and Germany didn't want to fight the Soviet Union until they were ready. The operation for the German invasion of the Soviet Union was originally codenamed Operation Fritz. The preparations for the invasion began on the 18th of December 1940. As they began, Hitler renamed the invasion Operation Barbarossa. This was after Holy Roman Emperor Frederick Barbarossa, who sought to establish German predominance in Europe. The invasion was originally scheduled for mid-May 1941, however they had to postpone it when they invaded Greece and Yugoslavia in April. By late May, the Axis forces had taken control of Yugoslavia and Greece. This delayed the invasion of Russia by a month. Operation Barbarossa commenced on the 22nd of June 1941. Stalin was warned by both his own sources and British intelligence that the invasion was going to occur, however he did not believe them. Russia was still sending goods to Germany up to a week before the initial attack. The invasion was launched by 3 army groups. The army group to the north were led by General Wilhelm von Lieb. They were to march through the Baltics towards Leningrad and either capture or destroy it. The army group from the south were led by General Gerd von Rundstedt. They advanced from southern Poland into Ukraine against Kiev. They were prepared to heavily strike Ukraine and take Kiev and continue eastward. General Rudolf von Bock led the army group delivering the main blow at Smolensk and Moscow. Germany allotted almost 150 divisions containing a total of about 3 million men, 19 Panzer divisions, and in total the Barbarossa force had about 600,000 trucks, 3,000 tanks, 7,000 artillery pieces, and 2,500 aircraft. It was the largest and most powerful invasion force in history. It also had 30 Finnish and Romanian divisions. The Germans needed a quick victory over the Russians, as the longer the campaign lasted, the more chance there was of a German defeat. Blitzkrieg tactics were used in the aim of destroying the Red Army quickly in the field. The German intelligence service underestimated USSR troop reserves. Soviet Union had twice to 3 times as many tanks and aircraft than the Germans did. The Germans correctly estimated that there would be about 150 divisions and the USSR would produce another 50. The Soviets brought up more than 200 fresh divisions by the middle of August, making a total of 360 divisions. Soviet forces were completely unprepared for the invasion and were caught off guard. This caused the Germans to make quick progress in the initial invasion. Stalin received over 80 alerts that Hitler was going to invade, but he chose to ignore them. The Germans succeeded in shattering the original Soviet armies, but then found their path blocked by fresh ones. On the first day, the German forces had destroyed over 1,200 Soviet aircraft. Following the initial victories, Hitler and his advisors were having arguments as to what course they should follow next, which gave the USSR more time to prepare. The countries involved in the invasion against the Soviet Union were Germany, Finland, Independent State of Croatia, Slovak Republic, Kingdoms of Italy, Romania, Hungary. Operation Barbarossa failed. Blitzkrieg was successful in the initial invasion of the Soviet Union. Blitzkrieg eventually failed due to the vast distances in Russia. It resulted in the deaths of around 775,000 Germans and over 800,000 Soviets, and a further 6 million Soviets were either wounded or captured. Operation Barbarossa was a crucial turning point of World War II. It was also important because it opened up the Eastern Front. It was the beginning of the end for Germany.